Disappearances again. Okay, bye then! This is the series where I tell you a story, its subsequent theories and explanations, and then I let you make up your mind. This time a ghost story that doesn't even have any ghosts. The mysterious case of the Mary Celeste. On December 4th, 1872, the Mary Celeste, often misreported as the Mary Celeste, an American merchant ship, was found adrift in the Atlantic Ocean off the Azore Islands, Portugal, by the Dei Gracia. Disheveled but seaworthy, with a missing lifeboat and under a partial sail, her crew was missing. The last log entered 10 days earlier, still amply provisioned, and the cargo of denatured alcohol still intact. The personal belongings of the captain and his crew lay undisturbed. The inconclusive nature of the subsequent hearings helped fuel the speculation as to the nature of the mystery. The Mary Celeste was built in 1861 and given the name Amazon. After a career riddled with misfortune, the Amazon ran aground in Nova Scotia. The ship was salvaged, repaired and renamed by her new owners. Captain Benjamin Briggs, who achieved high standing in his profession, chose his crew with care, all described as high-class sailors. On November 7, 1872, the crew of the Mary Celeste departed and sailed into oblivion and into the history books. A multitude of theories have been postulated to explain the mysterious disappearance of its crew. The first is that the crew left of their own accord. Captain Briggs supposedly planned it all in advance. But why would he leave the valuable ship in a small lifeboat? Moreover, they were never heard of again. Could it have been an insurance scam gone awry? Criminals are everywhere. Maybe they went insane and started murdering each other. The stains found on the ship were first identified as blood, but later said to be from wear and weathering. The insanity theory suggests that the rye-based bread was contaminated by fungus, which, if ingested, can cause insanity and blindness. Or they could have suffered from a mental disturbance under the influence of the fumes from the poorly stored cargo. Also postulated is the fact that they were frightened, they were sinking, and hastily abandoned the ship. However, the pumps to expel water were working perfectly. Drunk from the alcohol fumes, lucky bastards. The crew became angry with its captain and staged a mutiny, murdering him and his family. Problem is that Briggs was known as a good captain. And why would they abandon the ship in a lifeboat, knowing they would face a possibly deadly journey? A murder-suicide pact. Could North African pirates have attacked the ship and killed the crew? Possibly, but the Mary Celeste wasn't looted. And what about the crew of the Dei Gracia? Could they have killed the crew and pretended they found the Mary Celeste adrift for the salvage money? devious. Could it have been a natural disaster? A waterspout, a seaquake, or even a rogue wave could have occurred, causing minimal damage and some waterlogging, throwing the crew or forcing them to abandon it. We already talked about the poorly stored barrels. Also, Captain Briggs had no experience with this sort of cargo. On top of this, the crew of the Dei Gracia found 9 barrels missing. These barrels were made of the more porous red oak, giving rise to the claim that the alcohol vapor pooled in the hull and sparked an explosion. An experiment in 2006 resulted in a pressure wave explosion, with no burning or soot left behind. Poof! Sounds more like a comic book explosion. And of course, there's no getting away from it. They were abducted by the Bermuda Triangle aliens. This is down to the idea that the Mary Celeste was in eerily pristine condition, with half-eaten food laid out on the table. This, however, is a myth. Which is a myth? The aliens or... So there we have it. The mysterious story of an abandoned ship with a history rife with misfortune and disaster, and the unknown fate of its crew. What really happened? You decide. Did you like the video? Click the like button. Leave comments or start a discussion in the comment box. If you want to see more, you can subscribe to my channel. I have a vlog channel, so if you want to get bored, why don't you check it out? And you can follow me on social media. All links in the description. See you next time!